So this is what I'm hearing. There was a very dramatic energy. So this is going to happen if it hasn't happened yet. And if it has happened, this is what I'm hearing. There was someone in your life, and this is a story of compassion. So it's not about, I feel like Spirit is trying to teach us something greater from this story about compassion. But this is what I'm hearing. There's somebody very perceptive right now who is coming into your life. And there's a crossroad that's going to take place. And this is a part 2 from the other video. So this is a higher level connection, meaning it's supposed to serve not just you and the person involved, but everybody else that has come in contact with your energy. It's supposed to demonstrate what we are. So this is what I'm hearing. There was an energy that thought that they were playing a game and that they actually won. And this game was presenting themselves as though they were a victim of you. And their intention was to create some type of fear, or their intention is to create some type of fear around the people that are coming into your life. And this is futuristic. This is what I'm feeling. But this is a very higher level individual. And for a lot of you have not met this person. And for some, you have, briefly. But this energy is not to be fooled. They do play a character of, okay, I'm going to let things play out. And they come from a perspective of surrendering and letting God take the natural course of things so that the truth can actually show. So this energy came in playing the victim of you, playing the character of the one that was hurt or wounded by you. But the truth is the fact that they're having a hard time dealing with your absence. They're having a very hard time. And for some of you, they've went as far as doing some magic with stuff that you have left behind with them. They have done so against the criticism of some of the people around them that thought, okay, this is a little bit too far. But I feel like for some of you, those people don't even care. Like, this energy comes from a very, very dark, nobody checks them, and nobody really cares what they're doing. And the people around them are just on that level of just carelessness towards people's spirit and always wanting to win. So this energy came at you, or came at somebody that you are going to meet. Very deceptive, feeling like they wanted to reach into your future and say, I'm going to put a stop in this. Like, what I'm seeing is that this energy, this higher level connection, this person is almost like, wow, like bewildered by how much emotion this person demonstrated. They may have even cried, thrown some kind of tantrum. They may have like thrown themselves, like, word vomited, and even just put themselves in a position that's honestly very naked, to the point where this energy, this is what I'm hearing, if there is a delay in a future connection that you're going to have, it's actually very, very divine, because this energy is kind of feeling sorry for this person, but also taking that time to go into hermit mode to sort of seek after higher understanding. And this is going to be for you as well, because you're not going to understand exactly why this energy is still playing games with you, even though you're not even in that sphere. You're not in that level. So this is what I'm hearing. Someone is playing games by themselves. They are painting a picture of you by themselves. And it's so funny because I'm getting like Spirit giving them all the right signs, meaning all the signs that it's actually sticking, like this belief, this delusion that they have about you is actually sticking, especially sticking to the people that they think that they have deceived. People who are literally on the same level as you, who are actually worried more about understanding themselves deeper, loving deeper, and who aren't really convinced by whatever this person, this energy is pushing. So as this person steps away, they're thinking, it seems too cruel. This is what I heard. It seems too cruel to rub in a, quote, new love situation when this person seems to have really went out their way, like their wounds are still very fresh. And it might be funny, somewhat not funny, but like irritating to you, because this may have been a long thing, like it's been years maybe, or a year, or several months, to the point where it's like, okay, like you might have forgiven this person, you may have even wanted to see them happy, you may have went that far in your growth, but this person has refused to let this bone go. And what they're attempting to do is create a blockage in your emotions, because this is how projection goes in so many ways. They want to create a blockage of where you feel like you have to harden your heart, and you have to think in terms of, I'm not impacted. And it's a projection because they feel like you weren't impacted as much as they were. And that is what's devastating them the most. But the truth is the fact that they pretended, or they're playing a game thinking that people are going to buy, or these higher level connections are going to buy the fact that you operated out of pure ego, out of pure hatred for a person. This is how they're painting themselves, that put in their best foot forward. And all of these things, like, they tried to balance it out to make it digestible for the people that they're feeding this lie to, but at the same time, something doesn't add up. Like, the math is not really mathing. And they're not a part of the conversation is what I'm hearing. They're not a part of the 5D conversation. They don't understand why things may be at a pause for you, or why things may be at a progress for you that they can't quite see. This is what I'm hearing, because they think merely on a 3D level, this energy. They think merely that if I take this and that out of a person's life, that they're not going to thrive, because that's how they think of themselves. They're a very empty vessel. This is an energy I'm picking up on. They're very empty and hollow inside. And for a very long time, they have paraded your light around. They have used you to appear like something that they're not. And the longer your absence prevails in their life, the more and more they start to see themselves, how much work they actually need to do, and how little they've actually even started on this work, because they're putting all this energy onto you. But as they do that, this is what I'm feeling. They act like a detergent. I've said this before in my other video. They act like a detergent. So only higher level connections can reach you. And this is the very connection they try to deter. And they cannot, because just like God talks in parables, because those who do not see will not see, the same thing can be spoken about these higher level soul connections. These are divine connections that are not just selfish. So this is what I'm hearing. You need to accept, when this person comes into your life, you need to accept the feelings that you feel for them. Because what this energy's projection is trying to do is shut off your heart, is to make you lie to yourself, and to prolong some type of delay that is unnatural. And a lot of stuff is being worked out in your favor, is what I'm hearing. And it's happening in a place where you feel almost dead and gone, in an area of your life where it's like you don't even want to poke it because the wound is so fresh. And this is a projection, is what I'm hearing, because this person's wound is so fresh, even though it may have been a while. And this higher level connection coming in is going to think the same thing. They're going to think, this seems cruel to them. And you are going to have to realize the fact that you are actually impacted by things, by good things not coming into your life, or by bad things coming into your life. You are not immune to these things. And it doesn't mean you have to come down to a level of, it's really hurting me and it has power over me, but acknowledging it and opening your heart so that you can be reached by these higher level beings, higher level energies. It's going to speed up the process, is what I'm hearing. They haven't stopped anything. They've actually made it so blatantly obvious as to who you actually are, and how many energies have tried to deal with you in order to become a karmic, in order to create some type of pause or an anti-natural reaction to what is really a service to the collective, which is these divine unions. So have compassion, is what I'm hearing, not just for them, but for yourself, and for the feelings that you may not want to always feel. And you will see changes.